All right, in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the other places where we can insert our hook and what it will do, most notably working in the front loop. So if we look at it from a heavenward view, most of our stitches have these two loops, and for everything that we've been doing so far, we've been working into both of those loops. Now a front loop crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, all of that is possible where you're just working into one loop. It will have a different look to it. If you are for example, working on making a hat where you need something stretchy, this will create a certain amount of stretchiness. Now be aware that the stretchiness will be horizontal. So if you want a vertical stretch, you would need to make your stretchy band essentially the opposite direction of the way you want to work on the rest of your project. But I'm gonna go ahead and work this just so you can see the process. So we'll go ahead and do double crochets because once you get in the process, it is the easiest for me to think about. So we're gonna go ahead, yarn over, and we are going to insert let's see, where am I at with this? Okay. We are going to start off with our first loop here. So yarn over, and we're going to insert, there are two loops here into just one loop here. And crochet like normal. Again, insert here like this. Do our crochet just like normal. A lot of the time, the pattern starts to appear pretty quickly. So we'll do a few more and then we'll take a look and see what's different. All right, so on the front side, we can see it's already making a distinct shape. Some of that could have been from what we've got here, but it looks like it's very obviously curving up. And that's just because the tension on the loop is a little bit different than it was before. It being only on one loop versus two loops technically does make it a little bit less sturdy. What I would say about that though is that sturdiness is still makes it stronger than a knit project, where on a knit project you're making one loop at a time instead of a much sturdier knot. If you've ever had a snag on a sweater, on a knit sweater, or anything like that, you know what I'm talking about. So here we are all the way at the end. We're gonna do our chain one, turn it, and we can see on this side we have a slightly different pattern going on through here, where we have the loop that we did not go through showing through clearly. It can be a nice effect if your project is looking a little bit bland, or if you've got a color change. It almost creates like a running stitch border. So just be aware it's there. If you or other people might not notice, but your project might make more sense with that factored in. So just be aware. Let's see, we've already chained one. So then we're gonna go ahead, do the same thing that we did last time and work in our front loops. So you can see how a stretchiness is created. So through here, Do, 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 do. Not much to talk about once you've already covered all the basics of it, I guess. We're going to see soon enough that the stretchiness really comes into play. I think one of the things I like about crochet is it's a lot easier to play with your stitches to create different quality effects, so that's a nice thing to bear in mind. Now, I think I probably screwed this up by not doing a front loop crochet through here, but that's also helpful for a compare and contrast, so we're just gonna roll with it. All right, so we can see here there's already a difference in the texture through here, so we've essentially created a little mountain path. And just like on the last one, all the front loops that we or all the back loops that we did not go through are present, and it almost creates a look of horizontal knitting, essentially. Compare that to this side, same thing. And because it's changing the shape of the fabric, we can also see that it's making the fabric a little bit stretchier. If you are working on making like a cuff with this, I would recommend probably going down a hook size, because when you're working in that single loop, your tension is going to be different and it'll just benefit the project. Now here, let's see, we're going to do a chain one. And then let's do, just to show you that it's possible, we can do a back loop double crochet as well. So that's a little bit of a trickier technique, a little bit less natural, but you're basically picking up that back loop like so. So instead of working through the front loop, which feels honestly a little bit more natural, we're going to go ahead and work through that back loop. Do this for a while, see what we can do. Do. Almost there. Of course, working through your back loop is gonna give you the same fundamental weak point that the front one will have. If you're working on a project that is prone to snagging, like a blanket, just be aware of it. For me personally, that's where I will switch to knitting. I prefer to do knitting for cuffs, because for me it's frankly easier. But we're at the end, we'll go ahead and just do in both loops on the end for a little extra sturdiness. And again, we can see a fantastic effect going on. So essentially, what we did was straighten this out and gave a somewhat even border here. And on the other side, where it was pushing forward on the other side here, this is divoting and this is being raised forward. So depending on your project and what you're working on, this might be an extra helpful decorative effect, but I just wanted you to be aware that all possibilities are there. Also, since we're on the topic, I know it might come up for a lot of you, but the slip knot that we made here, the nice thing about it because it does tighten up nicely. And then it does give you a nice little straight bottom on there. So I think that's all I'm going to talk about for today. So that's all. Bye.